Class right now, the audio students, and they made some really great microphone projects, and we're going to get up here and show you guys one by one, and we put it all together with a fancy informative live stream. So thank you guys, and we will see you in a little bit. Please send some awesome feedback. All right, bye-bye.
I go? Okay. Tell me when to go. Like, count me in.
Okay, we gotta count Cole in.
Hi guys, I'm Coleman Bennett, and today I found a 90s infomercial about the RE20. Let's watch it.
I can't wait to use this mic. La 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 la. Wait, this sounds trash.
Hey, you!
Who, me?
Instead of using this trash mic, why not try the RE20?
Why? What's the point?
Oh, that's right, you're a loser. I should teach you about this amazing mic.
What?
Hey kids, do you have a trash mic and are looking to switch? Well, look no longer. Behold, the RE20. This revolutionary mic made by Electro Voice is great for starting a podcast and broadcasting to millions of people. It can also be used for bass instruments, such as floor tom, kick drum, bass guitar, horns, and even saxophone.
I'm still not convinced. Maybe if I hear the history about it.
Well, why don't I pass it off to my good buddy, History Guy? Take it away.
Well, back in my day, Evie tasked Tom Lininger to create a dynamic mic that would be able to compete with the high-fidelity condenser mics. Back in 1968, he unveiled his invention, titled the RE20. The RE20 used a variable D that Evie made way back in 1953. That's right, the tech used in this mic is over 70 years old, like me.
Whoa, that's pretty neat. We should see if they're still using the mic 50 years from now. Hey, future guy.
Hey, cool guy. Yes, I'm here from the year 2074, and the RE20 still works. It's almost 100 years old, and it's still being used.
But wait, is it better to buy it new or used?
Well, why don't I pass this off to my good friend Ivan to see what he thinks?
RE20 is the last mic I recommend purchasing used.
Whoa, a bit harsh, but reliable.
I will not buy this mic unless someone I know uses it.
Okay, loser, what about the famous Dave Grohl?
Hi guys, it's me, Dave Grohl, and I use this mic during my performance of Everlong on Howard Stern. Take a listen.
And I wonder.
If that's not enough, how about the world famous Owl City?
Yeah, I have one in my studio.
He obviously loves it. Why don't we take a look at one of the three creators of the world famous Music Info podcast? Take it away, Thomas.
Yeah, we used it on a world famous podcast and a word took a drink.
Oh my god, I should totally buy one.
Don't make your decision just yet because there are 4 different versions. The regular RE20, the RE27ND, the PL20, which is blue, and the RE320.
Wowee, this mic really is amazing. How much is it?
Well, my soon-to-be winner, this mic only costs $450. While he goes to buy that, let me tell you a little bit more about this mic.
It has a supercardioid polar pattern. Here is its frequency response, which is 45 to 18k hertz. So what are you waiting for? Go buy this mic for the low price of only $450.
This mic is amazing!
Radical.
This is the best mic on the market.
It's pretty cool.
Don't buy it used.
Electro Voice is not content calling people losers. Future guy is not real, and there is no guarantee that this mic will still be around for years from now. This is not real Dave Grohl and Owl City. They are actors. Thank you for watching.
And with that, I leave you to it. My name is Coleman Bennett, and good luck, Thomas.
Hello, my name is Thomas Desjardins, and I'm here today to present you to the Chameleon Labs TS1. History of Chameleon Labs. Chameleon Labs is a smaller audio company started by Pacific Pro Audio. The company had a goal of creating high-end gear for a lower price. They started their journey in the early 2000s as a small high-end audio store in downtown Seattle. They have went on to release many more great products. The TS1. The TS1 is a small diaphragm tube mic made by Chameleon Labs. It is a condenser microphone made with interchangeable capsules. These capsules change the polar pattern of the microphone. It includes a capsule with a cardioid and an omnidirectional polar pattern. This makes the mic very versatile, being able to switch the polar pattern. The mic also comes with a power supply with a built-in standby switch. The mic also comes with a 7-pin mic cable that you run the mic into the power supply with, and you run out of the power supply with a normal XLR. Here you can see the frequency response chart of both the omnidirectional capsule on the top and the cardioid capsule on the bottom. The main difference is that after they both peak at 9K, the omnidirectional drops back down, but the cardioid stays level. And here's an example of an omnidirectional polar pattern and a cardioid. The TS1 Mark II. The TS1 Mark II is a newer design of the TS1. It is made with a new capsules, a new power supply design, and adjustable tube saturation. The adjustable tube saturation allows you to change the warmth of the tubes. This makes it way more versatile than the first version. Here's a video of me interviewing Mr. Pinella on why he loves this microphone. Hello, my name is Thomas Desjardins, and I'm here with world-famous audio engineer and pirate, Mr. Pinella, to talk about the TS1. What do you like about this mic?
It's got interchangeable capsules for polar patterns. It's a valve tube mic, and it sounds sweet.
Oh yeah, you heard it from the man himself. Hello. If that doesn't convince you why you need this mic, I don't know what will. Have a good day, guys. Bye.
Hello, and welcome to my presentation on the Shure SM7B. Welcome to Shark Tank. Wait, that's copyrighted. Welcome to Burk Tank. The Shure SM7B was made by Ernie Sealer in 1959. It has a variation, which is the SM58. The SM58 went extinct for a while in the 70s, but was brought back when it was introduced to Vegas. Popular users include Michael Jackson in his album of Thriller, Dave Grohl in his BBC Radio 1 live show, and Martin Garrix in To to record the vocals and guitar for his latest album. Buttons. This icon is known as the low-cut and/or high-pass filter. It reduces the lower frequencies, starting at about 300 Hz. It cleans up the sound of the microphone. The second icon is the mid-boost. It boosts the typical EQ frequency response. It makes the vocal range a bit more clear. These two switches actually control these settings. By flicking one, you change the line things. Applications. This mic can be used on guitar, vocals, live sound, in a studio, and broadcasting. Polar patterns and frequency response. The Shure SM7B has a cardioid polar pattern, which means you hear the best sound when talking into the front of the microphone. Talking into the sides, it gets quieter, and when you're talking into the back, you're... Specifics. Proximity effect. The closer it is to the sound source, the more low-end frequencies it reproduces. This microphone does not require phantom power. This microphone is a dynamic microphone. Where to buy? How much? You can buy this mic on Sweetwater for $399.00. Fun fact, in 1973, the price of the Shure SM7B was $257, or $1,741 in current US dollars. Thank you for my mic presentation. I hope you all invest in buying a Shure SM7B.
Hello. Today I have a presentation for you about a totally tubular microphone on my video.
Hey you, I have a question for you. Have you ever been rocking out to your favorite band and thought to yourself, what kind of microphone is the singer using live? Well, this video is probably the video for you because he was most likely using the SM58.
Oh my god. Yeah, well, I love that mic. That's my favorite one.
With the Shure SM58 being low feedback on stage, having a built-in pop filter, having a tank-like build, a warm, clear sound, and it being a nice, cheap price, it's become the go-to microphone and shows no signs of stopping. And I bet you're wondering when I said that. That actually sounds really interesting. I would really like to know more about that topic. Shut your mouth. Because if we need to start the Shure SM58, we need to truly start at the beginning. The Shure SM58 was developed based on the Uodyne 3 model made by Ernie Seeler in 1950. They just changed it by adding a pop filter and making it more vocally compatible. So you think that the most popular vocal microphone ever would have skyrocketed in sales when it came out, but you'd be really wrong. Actually, when it first was released in 1966, it had a whopping 145 units sold worldwide. But then one fabulous Shure engineer took it to Las Vegas and live venues, and people started to really see how amazing this microphone was, with its low price and amazing vocal compatibility. Now that we're done with all the boring history stuff, we can get into the cool stuff. Oh, can we look at the polar patterns? I really love polar patterns. It'd be so cool if we looked at those. No, we're not there yet. We'll get there soon, but for now, it's a dynamic microphone, so we have to look at how it works. Fortunately for you, the dynamic microphone is pretty simple, so I won't have to take that long explaining it. A dynamic microphone works from sounds being inducted into the diaphragm, which moves this coil. This causes the current to flow as lines of flux from the magnet are cut. This simple system allows sound waves to change into electrical energy, which is the opposite of what speakers do, although they're kind of similar once you really look at them. Both a speaker and a dynamic microphone have a diaphragm with a voice coil attached in the apex. Both have a magnet system with a coil in its gap. This means that they are literally the exact same thing, except dynamic microphones take sound waves and change them to electrical input, and speakers change electrical input and form them into sound waves. Alright, now that we're done listening to that guy talk, we can finally move on to the next segment. Is it finally time? Is it finally time for the polar patterns? Please, I need them. No, oh my god, be patient. Anyway, now that we're done with that, we can talk about who uses them and where they are found on TV. Because I keep on talking about how it's so popular, but it doesn't matter if some famous person isn't using them. So let's talk about Oh, I don't think that many people use them. Only Roger Dartley, Paul McCartney, Henry Rollins, Patti Smith, Alice Cooper, Buddy Guy, Cheap Trick G, Love Martina McBride, Megadeth, and my grandma. So, I don't think it's that many. Just kidding, that was sarcasm. This mic is everywhere on TV, and you've definitely seen it way more times than you thought you have. Wow, that was really cool and informative. I enjoyed that a lot. Why are you crying? What? It's nothing. I mean, clearly it's something. You're freaking crying, so why? It's just... I never got to see the polar patterns. That's all I wanted. Alright, fine. You get to see the freaking polar patterns, since I have nothing else to talk about. Wait. What's that in the distance? Hello, it is me, the all-great, all-powerful, all-time, all-fantastic Shure SM Beta 58A. What do you want? I want you to compare me to my younger brother, the Shure SM58, and show why I'm better in frequency response and polar pattern. Oh yeah, I could totally do that. Maybe that guy will stop complaining so much if I do. Why do you hate me? Shush, I'm trying to listen. The SM58 microphone goes from 50 Hz to 15 kHz, which means it's tailored for high vocals. It also has 40 to 100 Hz for bass attenuation. This is meant to combat the proximity effect that exaggerates bass frequencies. The Beta, on the other hand, goes a step up from the 58, offering 15 to 16 Hz and 500 Hz of attenuation. You can also see the Beta's more rounded out frequency response, offering more warm tones for the vocals. Believe it or not, the polar patterns also differ between these two microphones as well. The SM58 has a cardioid polar pattern, which means it best takes sound directly on axis, and once it reaches 180 degrees off axis, it completely rejects the sound around it. The Beta, on the other hand, has a supercardioid polar pattern, which means it less accurately takes in sound from the sides, but can take in sound from the back from a short distance away. Well, that's all I have to say about the SM58, but I have some audio students in freshman audio that would love to say some things about the SM58 as well. What's your opinion on the SM58?
Epic!
So what's your opinion on the SM58?
It's really great. It's super affordable and good for vocals.
Hello, Renee. So what's your opinion on the SM58 microphone?
That was my presentation. Thank you guys for listening, and go buy the SM58 and the SM Beta 58 now.
Hello, my name's Thomas B., and I'm doing my microphone project on the Sennheiser E906. Let's get into it. Release date and company, country of origin. In 2004, the German company Sennheiser released the E906, an amazing, reliable microphone with a multitude of uses. Cost and where to purchase. The Sennheiser E906 is around $200 today and can be purchased through Sweetwater, Reverb, Amazon, or the guitar shop, Howell Route 9 North, managed by me occasionally. For its ultimate durability, physically and for recording, you absolutely get a great deal for this microphone. Description. The E906 is a dynamic instrument microphone that can take a powerful punch, making it perfect for loud instruments and guitar amps. Whether you're recording horns, drums, or putting its flat face against your amp, the E906 is perfect for taking high decibel recordings. Different frequency response. With an AC 15 Vox guitar amplifier and a Fender Telecaster using the neck pickup only, with a bit of tremolo, I recorded several tracks demonstrating the different frequency response of the microphone, differentiating the character of the tone very simply and slightly, yet such a powerful difference. Let's compare them side by side. Here's the recording with a flat tone. Here's the recording in favor of the lows. As you can tell from the flat recording to the low recording, the lows are a bit more profound than the flat recording. As you can hear when I play a lower string, the thicker string, it's a bit more louder than the higher strings. Here's the recording in favor of the highs. What can you use it for? Since the E906 is able to record at very high volumes, the mic is great for a multitude of instruments and amplifiers. To begin with, the microphone is great for horns, including the trumpet, mellophone, French horn, or even the trombone. As you can tell by now, these are all very loud instruments, thus proving the E906 can handle high volumes. Secondly, the Sennheiser E906 is perfect for recording guitar amplifiers. With its square-shaped body, it's very accessible and easy to put up against your amplifier, especially if you want that natural overdriven tone without any distortion or fuzzy extra noises. The E906's hum compensating coil rejects unwanted interference, also blocking out extra unwanted sounds such as talking, footsteps, etc. Artists, bands, producers, and users. Alex Turner of the Arctic Monkeys used the E906 for his guitar amplifier. Jack White of the White Stripes used the mic for his guitar amplifier. If you did not know already, both their tones in their guitar are very overdriven or sometimes even fuzz, making the recording a bit more difficult with extra gain on the line, but since they used the E906, they had no trouble with distorting the audio. Details and specifics. With a frequency response of 40 Hz to 18,000 Hz, this microphone can pick up most frequencies for a great recording experience. One of the greatest features of the E906 is a switchable presence filter, which we demonstrated earlier. This not only allows the user to capture the natural sound of the speaker, but they are able to adjust the overall character of the tone with a flip of a switch. Thank you for tuning in. Grazie and arrivederci.
Hi, I'm Nick, also known as the Lights Guy, and today I am here to present to you my epic slideshow about the SM57 in the Beta 57A. And without further ado, here it goes.
Do you want to improve your recording experience?
What are you doing?
I'm here to tell about the world's best microphones.
Heck yeah! Oh!
Do you want to end up like this idiot? This pathetic, useful human being? This absolute buffoon? This person whose IQ is built like room temperature? Is this really who you want to be? I didn't think so. And that's why I present to you the Shure SM57 and the Shure Beta 57, the world's best microphones. Trademark. With the Shure SM57 and the Shure Beta 57, you can level up your quality from this to this. In this informative slides presentation, you'll learn about The secrets of friendship. Why you can't get any maidens. The history of these mics, as well as who uses them, where you can find them, and their purposes of being made. Do you want to improve?
The Shure SM57 and Beta 57A is what we're going to be talking about today. But first, let's get a good look at them. The similarities and differences. To start off with, both of these amazing mics are dynamic mics. They're also both very cool and, on a plus, cheaper than an A10 Warthog. VLLs he's taken right now. But the differences are that the Beta 57A is super cardioid, while the SM57 is a cardioid. The Beta 57A is 4 decibels hotter than the SM57. The Beta 57 produces less noise than the SM57. The Beta 57A has a hardened grill that is difficult to dent. The Beta 57A has extended frequency response for brighter highs and capturing lower frequencies. So as you can tell, they are pretty great. They've stood the tests of time and have provided many amazing things for us. You weren't meant to see this. Just give me a second. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. The history of the SM57. The mic was first made in 1969 and has been used ever since. According to the official Shure website, it has been the White House standard for every U.S. president since Lyndon B. Johnson. It was originally designed for instruments, but it can be used for all purposes. This mic has been used by artists such as Kurt Cobain, David Bowie, and Slash, but most importantly, our Lord and Savior, Dave Grohl. And in 2020, the website Reverb.com listed it to be the best-selling mic of the year. So this was originally meant to be a better version of the Shure 545 SD, and I would say that they delivered if Dave Grohl's using it. But personally, that's just me. The history of the Shure Beta 57A now. This mic was made in 1989 for unparalleled stage performances. It was designed for a great frequency response on drums, mainly toms, vocals, guitars, and horns. It creates bifocals, but also creates bifocals, but also picks up low ends. This mic has been used by the likes of Alex Turner, Mac DeMarco, Josh Dune, but most importantly, Prince. Now, we are getting to what you really came here for, the specs. Now, to start off with the SM57, this mic is commonly used among engineers, artists, touring sound companies, and many more. The Shure SM57's mid-range presence, peak, and spectacular low frequency response makes a great option for vocals, snares, toms, kick drums, electric guitars, and even keyboard. And you can get all this for the cheap price of only $99. Its frequency is 40 to 15,000 hertz. Its polar pattern is cardioid. And the grill of the mic allows for closer placement to the source of sound, which makes it really good for live performance, as I've already said. Now, the Shure Beta 57A is a super cardioid mic. Its frequency response is made specifically for guitars, drums, and vocals. Its range is from 50 to 16,000 hertz and only costs $50 more. Oh, sorry, you weren't meant to see that. Where they can be found. As these mics have been used for a long time and are very popular, you can buy them pretty much anywhere. But your best shots would be Guitar Center, Sweetwater, Amazon, and of course the official Shure website.
Oh, wait, what? After you've seen this informative slide, you have now gained the power of the Giga Chatteriz, and now you can finally actually do things such as touch grass, get a life, get a job, own up to your mistakes, not be a nerd, alpha male, not be literally any part of yourself. Why are you like this?
What did I do to you? You can't just say that, bro.
What do you mean I can't say that?
You can't say. What do you mean?
It's true that...
Like,
what do you mean? What do I mean?
Like, you cannot say. What do you not understand?
Wait, no, you shut. You're actually in it. You're actually in it. No, you go. No. Shut up. No.
As you could tell, this is Lincoln and Shure, the creator of the Shure mics, the whole company. And he is a Sigma alpha male. And with that, that concludes our slides presentation of the day. And I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.
Hello, I'm Jules. My mic project is a video, and it's about the Sennheiser MD421. So, here I go.
In Germany, 1945, the Sennheiser brand was founded by Fritz Sennheiser. The first mic from Sennheiser came out in 1946, which was the DM2. It was designed for broadcast reporting.
Ich bin Fritz Sennheiser. Was ist, wenn ich mein eigenes Mikrofon baue? Ich werde mein eigenes Mikrofon namens Sennheiser gründen.
From then on, the company began to grow. They continued to make microphones with different abilities and expanded to making even more audio products such as studio headphones and wireless systems. For example, the Sennheiser MD421 was originally developed with the aim of achieving performance comparable to condenser microphones without needing phantom power. Created in 1960, it was used as a successor to the MD21 for the purpose of capturing voice and singing in live PA. And by the early 1970s, it was used as a speech and vocal mic.
Good morning, New York! Today's forecast is very sunny, with a high of 62 and a low of 73.
The MD421 is a dynamic mic with a cardioid polar pattern. It also has an attached mic clip, which when set up on a stand makes the microphone even easier to handle because of its directivity. The 421 uses a 3-prong XLR cable. Many famous celebrities like Daft Punk, Kurt Cobain, and even a few that we have here today have used it.
And here we have a few celebrities.
Hi, my name is Dave Grohl. And this microphone is my hero because it can be used for basically everything. Due to its large diaphragm, it can handle high sound pressure levels, which makes it the best these days because it's suitable for recording guitars. I will totally be using this microphone all my life.
Hello, this is Alex Turner, and I'm the lead vocalist from Arctic Monkeys. You might be thinking, if this is a good mic, well it is. With experience, this mic works best especially at live concerts. The Sennheiser MD21 keeps me from crying because of the 5-position bass switch on the bottom.
This microphone is unique because of its 5-position roll-off bass switch. This switch is located on the bottom of the mic and shifts 5 settings through speech and mutter music. Another name for this is the high-pass switch. Depending on what setting you have it on, it can cut out certain lower frequencies or higher frequencies. Therefore, changing the timbre to sound more thinner, pronouncing S's more, or more bassy. Here, on the frequency response chart, each line shows the different frequencies the switch positions pick up best and where it boosts or cuts. You can see the peak in the 5,000 Hz range, and it dips from around 15 kHz. In total, it can pick up from 30 Hz all the way to 17,000 Hz. On this chart, it shows the polar pattern, which, for this microphone, is cardioid. This shows which angles pick up specific frequencies the best.
Hello, I'm Ringo Starr from the Beatles. Peace and love. I give this microphone all my lovin' because the large diaphragm makes it work on me drums like Dave Grohl said it does for his guitar. The Sennheiser MD421, don't let me down. Peace and love, peace and love.
Usually when miking drums with the 421, you use it on the toms. For placement, the close miking technique works best if you keep a distance of 1 inch to 1 foot between the microphone and toms. This is where we would place the microphone. However, it can also be used on the kick drum if you set the roll-off all the way to music. Not only is this microphone good for drums, guitar, and vocals, but it also works particularly well with brass instruments. Today, this microphone costs typically $400 to $450. On Sweetwater.com, it costs a whopping $429.99.
Please, I need the Sennheiser MD421, the spare change. Thank you, bless your soul. Okay, I think I finally have enough. I need the Sennheiser MD421. The Sennheiser MD421.
Oh, you mean this bad boy?
Yes, I need it.
Pay up.
This is all I got.
You're actually 1 cent short, so...
In Germany in 1960, when it was first released, it was 180 Deutschmarks, which at the time was somewhere around $45 US.
Faster, bitte 180 Deutschmarks now!
Treat me like what these, don't
Even though the Sennheiser MD421 was made over 60 years ago, it is still seen as a well-respected mic and used by many today. It's even ranked number 5 in dynamic microphones on equipboard.com. It makes sense as it's very accurate with sound reproduction.
Germany makes the best microphones.
That was my mic project. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Juliana, and I will be presenting the R121 ribbon microphone. Some brief history on this microphone. It was released in 1998, and it was made to do away with the large and heavy ribbon microphones. This one was made to be compact, lightweight, and have a high output, which is very uncommon for most ribbon mics. Royer won a Grammy for their ribbon microphones because of this. They're usually around $1,600 to $4,000. You might be wondering, what are the specs? Well, some of the specifications are they have a figure 8 or bidirectional polar pattern, and it has a maximum sound pressure level of 135 decibels at 20 hertz. The frequency response is 30 to 15,000 hertz, which makes it warm and realistic because it has a more flat frequency. The ribbon on the inside is 1.75 inches long, and the magnets are 1.5 inches long. It does not require phantom power. Some of its applications include guitar amps, horn sections, acoustic piano and acoustic guitar, and percussion instruments. It's used in live sound and in the studio. Who used it? Blink-182. The piano on the right can be seen with two R121s facing each other above the strings, picking up the sound. The guitar amp has an R121 facing upward and a Newman U87 facing downward next to each other to pick up the guitar. The R121 versus the R122. They have very subtle differences. It's more based on the demands of the preamp that are used. The R122 sounds better with more high-end preamps, and the R122 does require phantom power. The R121 does not. That's my presentation. Thank you and goodbye.
Hi, I'm Josh, and today my video is going to be about the Warm Audio 87.
Hey you, have you ever wanted a mic that's cool? Have you ever wanted a mic that's cheap? Have you ever wanted parents that love you? We can fix most of those problems with the Warm Audio 87. The Warm Audio 87 is a very big mic with a large diaphragm and 3 different polar patterns you can switch from: omnidirectional, bidirectional, and cardioid. It also includes a low-cut / high-pass switch and an attenuation pad. If we take it apart further, we'll see that it is indeed a condenser microphone and will need phantom power. The history of Warm Audio. Warm Audio was founded in 2011 by Bryce Young. His aspiration to start a company was to create audio equipment that was affordable to anyone who wanted to start creating music. As Young was building his company, he hired a team of experts in development, marketing, and manufacturing. Instead of making microphones that are completely new, Warm Audio recreates old, expensive microphones and adds a new spin, an even cheaper price. Today, the company sells many products, such as microphone preamplifiers, compressors, and equalizers. They pre-tested and developed all of them in the state of Texas. The history of the Warm Audio 87. The Warm Audio 87 was created specifically for musicians who needed a well-designed mic for an affordable price. It's a fairly new mic, as it was released in the early 2010s, 2011, for a price of almost $600. And it's still $600? Oh my god. There's only one other version, the Warm Audio 87 R2, released in 2021.
If I were gonna put the Warm Audio 87 up against another mic, it would have to be the original, the Newman U87. This mic was released in 1967, over 50 years ago, and it's still widely popular today. Contrary to popular belief, this mic was not cheap. It was about $3,650, and still is today. Now, if I were gonna compare the specs, they're about the same. Although, the U87, it actually has less cell sound than the Warm Audio 87. Therefore, it's kind of better. But, if we're gonna include price, I would say the Warm Audio 87 is better.
Welcome back and thank you for joining us tonight. Tonight's headliner: many artists have been spotted using the Warm Audio 87. Artists like Ariana Grande, Justin Timberlake, Lady Gaga, and even Nicki Minaj have been spotted using the Warm Audio 87. What was that?
I pull up to that studio in that Cadillac. You know what's up. Had that mic with the pop filter, and I rap to turn it up. My records don't lie. You know I go high. Haters gonna hate. I'll just watch them die.
So, today we're going to be discussing the Warm Audio 87. It's a pretty legendary mic, if I do say so myself. You can record anything from drums, guitar, vocals. Honestly, you name it, you can probably do it. Just because it's, you know, frequency response. Barely has any low points, so you get one of the most accurate pickups probably ever. Of course, this changes with every polar pattern, so this is cardioid, this is bidirectional, and that's omni. Yeah. There are many places you can find this mic, like the official Warm Audio website, Sweetwater, Amazon, Guitar Center, Best Buy, Target, Pro Sound Gear, Sound on Sound, and Tommen.
Overall, they give this mic a 4 cookie rating out of 4.4 cookies. Thank you, and have a good day.
Hello, my name is Finn, and here's my animation about the C414 mic.
Hello, I'm AKG C414 and I have some of the most interesting history out of all the mics. I was introduced in the year 1971 and have only evolved from there. The 90s were a prime time for me. There are so many versions of me like the AKG C414 XLL and the XLS. The only noticeable difference is that the XLL has a lift on the top of it, which is better for vocals. These are the 5 main polar patterns on the XLL. A pretty popular version of me is the C414 EB. It's the second generation of the C414 mic from AKG. I'm just too cool. The company I was made by is called AKG, which stands for... In English, that means Acoustic and Cinema Equipment LLC. This company originated in Vienna, Austria in 1947 by the engineers Rudolf Goreich and Ernst Pless. They believe that quality is the key to success. I'm frequently called the best mic over and over again. This explains my high price range. I can sell for $1,100 to $2,855. My max SPL is 158 decibels, and my max attenuation is -18 decibels. I'm a popular choice for recording vocals, guitars, and can even be used as an overhead drum mic. My home is the recording studio. I've been used by artists like Freddie Mercury, Sting, Stevie Wonder. Technically, you could use the XLS for live sound, but you'd have to put me on lock mode. This disables all my controls. You can do that by holding down one of the arrows on my polar pattern selectors for 2 seconds. I have 3 bass cut filters and 3 pre-attenuation switches. Introducing my brother, the AKG C214.
Sup, I'm a more affordable version of C414. I was first released in 2008 by the same company. I also cost less. My price range is between $299 to $1,049. Unlike my brother, I have a fixed cardioid pattern. My sound is brighter than the C414. I'm used by artists like Steve Vai, Bootsy Collins, and Lil Peep. He's got really pink hair.
We need phantom power to operate since we're condenser mics. We're very high sensitivity mics, like we pick up everything.
Squeak, squeak!
This is roughly what the 414 capsule looks like.
There's a big difference with how many switches the 414 has. What a show off.
Hey, I can't help that I have more functions than you.
Well, at least I don't cost over $2,000.
At least I'm not ugly. We fight sometimes. I hope you enjoyed learning about us and consider using us for your recording journeys.
Yes, please consider using me in your next song.
Bye bye.
I'm Finn, and thank you for watching.
Hey guys, I'm Richie, and today I will be presenting a slideshow to you about the KSM44 mic. So, we have here the KSM44 case by me. So, what we are presenting today is that Mr. Pinella was murdered and the KSM44 was stolen. The KSM44 was reported missing at 7:48 a.m. on the 2nd of February 2024. The famed mixing engineer Tim Pinella was found dead in the GPAA audit recording studio at 7:51 a.m. Security cams revealed an unidentifiable figure breaking into the vestibule and taking the KSM44. Pinella was reported beaten to death with this comically large Promark drumstick, not sponsored, and we actually have the evidence right here. I know, right? It's Promark drumstick, not sponsored. So, our possible suspects is Thomas, Nick, and Mr. Burke. So, to learn more, we have to understand why this person would kill someone over this mic. It must be pretty cool then. So, why the KSM44? The Shure KSM44 is a side address condenser microphone. It has 3 polar pattern options: cardioid, omnidirectional, and bidirectional. It is designed for studio use and requires 48 volts of phantom power. This mic excels at vocals, drum overheads, wind instruments, choral or orchestral ensembles, guitar amps, low-frequency instruments, room ambience, strings. So it is clear that this mic is very versatile. Performance characteristics. This mic has an extended frequency response, ultra-low self-noise, low-frequency reproduction, and a high output level. The high input SPL capacity maximum is at 1,000 hertz. It has no crossover distortion and uniform polar response. And it only has one attenuation option of 0 to 15 decibels. How it works. Condenser mics uses a pair of charged metal plates, one of them fixed, which is the back plate, and one is movable, which is the diaphragm, forming a capacitor. When sound waves hit the diaphragm, it vibrates, causes the coil to move back and forth in the magnet's field, generating an electrical current. And here we can see the frequency response chart to the side and a diagram on how the So the history of Shure. Founded by Sidney N. Shure in Chicago, Illinois in 1925. During the Second World War, they became the main suppliers of military acoustical transducers. Ever since, the company has grown and to become the most reputable and popular suppliers of microphones, headphones, speakers, and other various audio accessories. So the KSM44 was introduced in 2001. It became popular in studio applications, and it grew a reputation for being very versatile. It was unfortunately discontinued in 2010. Condenser mics. The condenser microphone was invented by E.C. Wendt in 1916. It introduced a higher quality sound, and the diaphragm was able to move more accurately than dynamic mics. So, who uses it? The KSM44 is a very reputable with recording engineers and musicians. Mike Mangini, drummer for Drum Theater, uses it for an ambient mic. Marcus Scott, famous R&B and soul singer, uses it for vocals. Kirk Fletcher, studio guitars, and also played for the Fabulous Thunderbirds and Manish Boys, uses it for guitar. So we could see it is very versatile, like I said. The KSM-44 was discontinued in 2010. Womp, womp. It was replaced by the KSM-44A. It is interesting to note that the KSM-44A frequency response and timbre quality are the exact same as the KSM-44. It is available on Reverb, eBay, and other used websites, and for a price around 400 to 700 bucks. So, the KSM-44 case, back to that. The KSM-44 is an extremely versatile and powerful microphone. It's clear to understand why the suspect in question would want to obtain this microphone for themselves. So, the suspects were interrogated, and we got their alibis. So Nick said, "Come on, man, I was just setting up the lights and setting a fire mood." Thomas said, "I wasn't even in school, bruh." Mr. Burke said, "Yes, the KSM-44 is a very killer and awesome microphone, but I would definitely never ever kill my partner in steel. That's uncool, man." And we could see all their fingerprints. That is definitely their fingerprints. So, the jury's verdict. Thomas is found innocent. Nick is innocent. Okay, after I was rudely interrupted, well, it gave more suspense. So, Mr. Burke is guilty. Crazy, right? So, Mr. Burke's alibi was not convincing enough, and Mr. Burke's fingerprints were found on the comically oversized drumstick. And he is charged with first-degree murder and theft. Boom. Case closed. While, yes, the KSM-44 is amazing, don't go murdering people over it. Bye. I'm done.
Hi guys, I'm Kai, and I'm going to be presenting my mic project, which is a fun little story. So let's get into it. Okay, this is the life story of Eddie, the Shure Beta 52. Written by and illustrated by me, Kai Capizzi, and special thanks to Juliana Orlick for giving me this idea. This is also dedicated to audio class of 2027, and this is of all of our beautiful faces. Yeah. Okay. Once upon a time, Mr. Shure crafted up a one-of-a-kind mic. He called him Shure Beta 52, aka Eddie. Mr. Shure added him to the Beta family. He fit right in with the rest of the betas. He followed in their footsteps and worked great in studio and live performances. Eddie got along very well with kick, drums, and bass instruments. And Eddie right here is confessing his love. And then the kick drum here is saying, your super cardiopolar pattern proximity effect being able to handle high SPL and overall versatility makes us the perfect match. Even famous people love him. That's Mac DeMarco, Owl City, Elton John, and Mr. Pinella, of course. Despite all of Eddie's fans, he is sad. Why? Because you haven't bought him yet. Eddie is the perfect mic. The Shure Beta 52 is the perfect choice for miking kick drums or bass instruments, live or studio. It has a super cardiopolar pattern and is a dynamic mic. It can be purchased used or new from anywhere to $129 to $199 on common music gear sites such as Reverb, Sweetwater, Amazon, Guitar Center, and eBay. It has a frequency response of 20 to 10k hertz with a boost at 4k to help the instrument being recorded cut through the mix. The Beta 52 also has a proximity effect. The closer the mic is to the sound source, the more bass it picks up, which gives it a lot of versatility. One last thing, this mic can handle up to 174 dB SPL, which gives it the ability to handle loud sounds. Yay, Eddie is happy now because you're going to buy him. The end. For watching my presentation. Bye.
I'm always ready. Well, wasn't that great? Aren't you proud of these kids? And they've got 3.5 more years here. So, that being said, we'll continue to perfect our craft here. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We hope you tune back in for drum roll. Next Thursday, we are going to have a live performance in here with a little 3-piece band, maybe performing some of your classic favorites. So thank you again. If you ordered lunch, please go pick it up from Miss Gem and Annie. She's buying, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.